Ethereum is being manipulated and I have the receipts, but it's the next move that's actually important. It looks like Ethereum is being suppressed, so BlackRock and other big funds can buy Ethereum before a huge pump. Now folks, I'm going to show you something in the charts imminently because I found something very, very important, but first we got to talk about the actual manipulation. Wall Street's Ethereum short bets explode, but should investors worry? So what are shorts? What's short selling? What is short bet? So short selling is when you borrow something like a stock or a crypto and sell it in the hopes of then purchasing it lower in the future. And so I will borrow my buddy's Bitcoin at $100,000. I'll sell it immediately, and I'm expecting the price to crash down to 90. Then I rebuy it and give it back to him, and I can pocket $10,000. And so that is what they're doing with Ethereum. They're borrowing Ethereum, and then they're selling it based on the hope that it will be lower in the future. So let's go ahead and start exposing what is going on. In a dramatic shift, hedge funds appear to be ramping up their short positions in Ethereum at a rate not seen before, and now Ethereum is facing troubled waters. Or is something else at play? Is that something else manipulation? Because it looks like we might be having a short squeeze coming. Now, a short squeeze is when too many people short. Everybody's selling short, and they're selling on the market, hoping to buy it back later for a profit. But if it starts to rise unexpectedly, the short sellers are forced to buy back the shares to limit their losses, meaning they will be forced to buy back Ethereum as Ethereum pumps, which will then further increase demand and push the price even higher. So we would like to see an Ethereum short squeeze coming. Now they talk about Kobayashi's letter here, so let's talk about this thread. So what is happening with Ethereum? Short positions in Ethereum is now up 40% in 1 week and 500% since November 24. Now folks, this is going to be very important for the charts in a second. Never in history has Wall Street hedge funds been so short on Ethereum, and it's not even close. What do they know is coming? And if you look at the chart, it is actually into my picture. It is so low. I didn't realize it was that low. And he asked the question right here, why is Ethereum so widely hated? And he says there's a lot of debate now, potential reasons: market manipulation, harmless crypto hedges, or even a bearish outlook on Ethereum itself. Although this is strange as the Trump administration and new regulators have favored ETH. So that kind of leads me to think that, there's not much left here besides manipulation. Now here's where it almost gets confusing, folks. So in just 3 weeks, Ethereum saw $2 billion of new funds with record-breaking inflow of over $800 million. However, during this time, hedge funds are betting against ETH's surge and limiting the breakouts. And it's not just ETH that is bullish. The stablecoins on ETH have been insanely bullish. They've increased by over $2 billion. Even more so than Tron, which kind of dominates the stablecoin space. If you're using cold storage, don't use the bootleg products out there. Stick with the best so your portfolio is also going to be the best and the most secure out there. And we're talking about Arculus cold storage with their new sleek premium metal cards. They have all different types and styles: embedded, metal veneer, metal hybrid. Imagine the looks around the table when you slam down your 21-gram full metal cold storage card. Everyone's going to be in shock. Everyone's going to be in awe. And it's not just your portfolio bags. It's how you're securing it with the Arculus cold storage. Make sure you use code DC20 to save you 20%. But I do have 5 reasons why I am bullish on Ethereum. This is from Halpern here. The ETH bottom could be in. Number 1, we're seeing the ETH inflows. They're 2x that of Bitcoin. And that is the first time that has happened all year. If we look at the actual numbers, Ethereum had inflows of 793 million, whereas Bitcoin only had inflows of 400 million. So we're seeing ETH outpace it 2-1 for Bitcoin. Not only that, we have Donald Trump's son, Eric Trump, also shilling ETH. Here's his post right here. In my opinion, great time to add ETH. Go to number 3, World Liberty Financial is buying. That is Trump's son's crypto company, so they're an active buyer of Ethereum. Not only that, gas fees are now down to 4 cents. And maybe the most bullish catalyst of all is the leverage has finally been flushed out. So let's double click on that, and then we're going to go ahead and dip into the charts here. But with liquidity, this is leverage. What we're looking at is Binance's ETH USDT trading pair, and the bright yellow lines is liquidation level. So you can see right there it says liquidation leverage $27 million. That means when the price dipped down to that, traders lost $27 million. You go to the very next price point, that's $23 million. That represents $50 million in the exchange's pocket. Now, this is all within the last 3 days. So in the last 3 days, a lot of leverage has been flushed out to the downside. And these are the exchanges making money, the traders losing money. But let's zoom out to the last month here. So we're going to go to 1 month. And you can see that all the leverage to the downside has been wiped away, leaving only leverage to the upside. You can see just that little line right there, that's $50 million. And so the leverage to the downside flushed away, only leaving leverage to the upside, and that typically spells bullish pressure. That is good price momentum for Ethereum. And that takes us back to the squeeze narrative. They have built the largest short position in history, while ETH spot inflows are looking incredible. We have now entered ETH squeeze material. And so these are the 5 reasons why I'm still bullish on Ether, but it's the charts that's important. So let's go ahead and pull up the charts. All right, so what we're doing here is pulling up the Fibonacci extension tool. I'm going to redraw it here in TradingView. Now on the top left side, you see this little icon right here. This is going to be your fib retracement tool. So you go from the swing high down to the swing low, and that gives you your Fibonacci levels. And you can see Ethereum on the daily candles have been largely respecting these ranges. You can see, after it fell down, traded between the 618 and the 786, and then we came all the way down to the 236 after this wick. So that kind of ended up giving us our support. And when you zoom in on the daily candles, you can see just how important this level has been. But if ETH continues to have bullish momentum, there's going to be 2 levels above us that you need to be paying attention to. First is where we ended up getting kind of stopped out last time, almost acted as support for here, January 13th. That is the 382 level. Dollar-wise, right above my head, you can see it right there, 2,900. I mean, the fact that it's 80 cents away from the exact level, even more bullish to me. The next level above that is going to be the 0.5 here, and that's going to give you a level right at 3130. And that's going to be another level for Ethereum, and just look how important it was right here, also right here, and that's where it ended up wicking here early. But if we can climb past all these levels, what is the next level past this area right here, which is the recent local high of $4,000, a little bit above? Well, that's going to take us to the 1618, and that gives us a very bullish target, exceeding Ethereum's previous all-time high of 4,900, $5,300 Ethereum. So these are some of the levels I'm keeping an eye out on. Keep an eye out on Ethereum. Looks like there's a lot of manipulation. We're seeing tons and tons of inflows from BlackRock and the other Wall Street crew. And meanwhile, people are opening up record short positions. So everything is kind of pointing out to an ETH breakout imminently, folks. So keep an eye out on Ethereum, folks. It looks like there's a lot of bullish catalysts in the near term. I'm DZ. I'll see you in your ETH bags at the top.